Hey YouTube, how's it going? This car is getting a bit of stuff in it. Thought I might document some of it. I've already started to do a bit of work, but I'll just start from here. So first thing is it's getting some Alpine Type R component speakers in the front doors. I've already taken out the factory speakers. This one here. They were just riveted in, got that out. And the factory tweeter. See, I've already done some of this. Here's the factory tweeter, which was mounted on this. I've just basically copied what they did for mounting the factory one in there. It worked really nicely. Put a cable tie around those clippy bits which held it in initially, and then some hot glue just to set in the gap there. So for mounting the speaker, I have this spacer here which comes with the Type R speakers, which is just gonna, fill in the hole a wee bit better because this hole is quite wide. I've already marked 5 screw holes where those tabs are all gonna screw in. Chuck some foam tape on the back of the spacer to seal up the gap between the plastic and the metal. Alright, got that screwed in. Some foam tape on the back of the speaker to seal that up between the speaker and the plastic baffle. So that's just going to slot into there like that, nice and snugly. It'll get screwed in with those machine screw holes there. But before I actually put this in, I have to do the crossover. Right, so now the tweeter mount is mounted up there. I've just hidden the crossover behind it, because why not, there's room. The cable nicely bundled up and cable tied. So the woofer wire and the tweeter wire both go up into the input here, where it's all neatly taped up. That foam's just covering up some factory plugs that I don't want to rattle. So now it's just a matter of plugging in and screwing in the speaker. Right, there we go. Speakers in and going. Not going anywhere. Nice, you can see the foam tape layers. Tweeters going. Cables nicely hanging. Nothing's banging. Now just put the door card back on. And that's one speaker done. Now I've got the driver's side to do and the 2 rear ones. And these rear door cards, which don't have a factory tweeter location, are going to be having the coaxial Type R speakers. So they'll be up after the driver's door. Right, there's the driver's side door off, factory speaker, and the factory tweeter. Just changed that out the same as what I did with the last one. Okay. Now this one I've got the crossover all set up ready to go, wires run and tapped on, holes drilled for the screws, and I've got these all ready to go, foam taped, and I've got the tweeter all mounted in there nicely, looks factory almost. Just chuck them on the door now. Cool, got them done, driver's door finished, tweeter in and going, woofer going. Taped up, not going to go anywhere. Just put the door card back on and then those speakers will be done. So like I said earlier, the rear doors is getting these Alpine Type R 6-inch ones, the SPR 60s. Pop the door cards off and see what I can do for mounting these. Okay, so this hole in this rear door card is the same as the ones in the front with the factory speaker, great big plastic baffle. I'm probably going to do the same thing as what I've done with the front, use the plastic spacers that come with the speakers and double layer foam tape it. And then for the speaker wires, probably, attach a crimp loom onto those and then run them back through that hole in the middle and then just tuck around to where the speaker is. So what I'm going to do for the wires is just here, there's a nice wee in-groove that I've made where one of these screw holes was. I've just taken the top level off it and filed it back a bit. So now the speaker wires will be able to sit in there with the speaker over top without getting pinched. So they'll just solder onto the factory wires up here. It'll go, into the hole like that, the speaker over top, and then won't get pinched and it will be all nice and tidy. Right, there's the rear right one done. It's going. Angle the tweeter up like that. These things swivel and angle. just like that. So I've just got the factory plug wrapped in some nice foam tape here so it doesn't rattle, and just a wee bit of duct tape to hold it against the door so it doesn't, you know, flap in and out. And I know that this isn't pinched because I can pull it in and out, so that's good. So just get that about the middle there, and that's that door done. Move on to the next one. And there's that speaker done. Got that taped up, not going to go anywhere. Got that nice and loose and slacky, angled. I meant to say earlier, the reason I didn't just cut these off, get away from that, the reason I didn't just cut the plug off, instead of doing that, I spliced onto it with the wires, so that if the guy ever wants to put his factory speakers back in and maybe take these nice new speakers with him into another car, it's still easy to revert it back to the way it was. Just something we like to do for our customers, because in New Zealand we like to buy and sell cars quite often. Other than that, that's the speakers pretty much done. I'll whack the door cards back on and put some nice Type R stickers on it, and it'll be golden. Right, so that's all the speakers replaced with nice new Alpine Type R ones. The next step is its factory head unit is going to be replaced with one of these awesome Parrot Smart Asteroid head units with built-in GPS and Bluetooth and everything like that, and possibly getting a high resolution reversing camera as well, Q-cam. Very good cameras those, 170-degree field of view. So next step will be to start taking out the factory head unit and seeing what's behind there.